Goes big, 11-5 starties. Can he find two more? He can. Just finessing around the tire shop. 5, 6, 7 in a row for Envoy.
We've seen him do it all year long, but a reminder what an unreal talent he is in this title. 14-5. Can we get right back over to him? Thank you. He's got 7 in a row. We got to see how far he can take this. As not only is he getting the kills, he's securing the sights. He's able to get B, and now can he do it on defense? Here comes the flood from Minnesota. 8 down, 9 down. The 10th is lining up. The challenge.
No matter what it was, Formal's going to answer back, and it's going to be a 4v4 as Cammy will fall. Scump trying to find one on the flank, and he doesn't even have to open that door. It was open for him. Finds one, finds two. Scump, you disgust me.
That's nice. That's what you want to see. And that's going to be a 4 versus 2 now on point. Arsenes goes down. And now makes it all down to Methods. Once again, Scumpy, can he get it done with a nade? He's going to push him back. Formal's already on the defuse, so either way, Methods has got to do something incredible to get that kill. He'd have to get the kill and run across map.
Seconds left.
The fans know it's
over.
done. The fans know it's done.
Know it's over. Chicago, they know it's done. Arsenes showing some extra love to Krim. Krim 14-30, map 3. Not a great performance from him.
I think we first pointed out he was like 2-10. He started. Alec, Arsenes still torching bodies as the final seconds tick away. That does it. Chicago Huntsmen are your winners at the London Home Series Final.
Welcome. Welcome. Live explosively live. You guys know how it goes. Welcome to the Huntsmen pre-show. Your hosts, as usual and as per usual, my man Alec. Alan, say hello. Great. General, what's good, cousin?
What's good?
Yo, I thought weren't you wearing your Darth Vader?
Right here.
Oh, there he is.
Both of y'all are wearing these dope ass jackets. What is
the one that says Hex on it?
Yeah, the one that says Hex on it.
The one that says Hex Quarters on it?
Yeah. What's up?
Game Fuel.
No, you don't got this though.
Look, listen to this. Ooh.
I need some. I'm a size
Don't
large,
do that.
unfortunately.
Or don't look at me when you do that.
Mm.
Hex, and of course, the GOAT of all time. Saying the GOAT of all time is like saying LaMayo my ass off.
It does not make sense.
Or
no.
like SMH my head.
You say a lot of stuff as usual, as per usual. That
As
doesn't make sense
usual?
either. You said at least 3 things already that don't make sense.
I know. I say as usual and as per usual. Like per usual, but very hip.
That is, yeah.
Now it makes sense?
Yeah.
When you explain it. But good things need not to be explained, like this show. This is the Huntsman pre-show, where we talk about different topics that have happened in the last week since we last made one of these. Actually, every other week, right? Because we're not in a cadence where the Call of Duty League is playing every single weekend. At some point or another, I guarantee you that we're going to go to 52 games.
Oh, yeah. It was 2 weeks since we did a show.
Yeah.
Yep.
I missed y'all, man.
Yeah, man, I missed you too. I don't get to see. Well, no, you didn't come to content.
Well, I'm not going to blame anybody. It was just last second.
Who was it, Matt?
It was Matt, yep.
Yeah.
I got a text like an hour before. But
What'd he say? Well, tell me what the text said.
he said,
Yo, I messed up.
yeah, something like that.
Dude, I'm like, where's Big T? He's like, I may have missed it. That's the beauty about these cans. You can open them, seal them, nothing.
If I could just figure out how to open it.
Yeah, it's right here like this.
Bam, there it is. I got long nails.
Push
I
that
didn't
back.
want to.
Why?
Like that.
Anyway, without further ado, welcome to the show, everybody. We missed you. I wish that we could do this show weekly. I know that the editors may not want to do this weekly because it takes a long, long time. So huge shout out to both Josefo and Maddie, who have been an incredible behind the scenes, behind the camera crew, doing a great job in doing this. Yeah, we have a
Very professional. We got notes
we
and
have,
things.
I want you
written
guys to
Notes.
appreciate, okay, this. Well, this is David Schwartz, okay? Shout out to my man, Dave Schwartz, all right? He's the one that put it in an Excel sheet, and then
Uh-huh.
I guess himself would erase some stuff and then typed in his own thing, but that's what it is. All right, so we have the Surge homestand
Series,
happening in less than 1 hour as you're watching the show. At the end of the show, in the description down below, you're going to be directed to the place that you need to be in order for you to see the first game of the
Home series.
Surge,
And we're
which
opening.
is us. And we are opening. We are the ones that are going to be coming out with the fire, and we're playing Paris. Kismet. Who else is there?
Luca, Dens, Shocks,
Luca, Shocks,
and Zed.
That's gonna be good.
Shout out to Brezzy on the bench though. My guy.
Yeah. So we've had a lot of things happening in the last in the last 2 weeks. We've had an owners meeting. Unfortunately, we weren't able to have the owners meeting in person as we usually do. What happens for those of you who have never been to an owners meeting in the CDL or otherwise, you pretty much every owner of every franchise goes there. So me, Andy, and probably Brett. Brett's the man. We would go. We sit down in a table, and then they'll have your. It's like you're going to a wedding, okay? But not as fancy and not as formal.
The ones that are in person you're talking about.
Yeah, the ones that are in
Okay.
person. Yeah, you walk in and then so you walk in and there's like this kitchen area,
Ooh.
right? And then they have peanuts, they have grab bags of stuff, they have Call of Duty pens,
Sandwiches.
notebooks, paper, sandwiches. For breakfast, they feed you breakfast. Like they treat you right,
Nice.
right? You have waiters coming by. It's like, well, do you want some orange juice?
They got the dessert carts.
They got the
come by?
dessert carts.
Ooh.
Those little tarts.
Yeah.
Yeah, little tarts that you can throw them. So good.
Yeah.
And then what happens is that it's sort of like a keynote. And if you've seen the Apple keynotes where the late, great Steve Jobs would come out and give a speech and say, this is what's coming down the pipeline, that's exactly what happens at these owner meetings. Unfortunately, since we weren't able to show up in person because of what we've been talking about this whole time, COVID-19, you know?
Yep.
We weren't able to do that, so we had to do it digitally, which wasn't that bad, because what happens is they split you up in different groups, right? They're like, all right, anybody that wants to talk about player relations and player whatever, and then marketing and this and then that. You know,
How's it actually set up? Is it like a Discord call, or is it?
Yeah, this one was no, it's Google Hangouts.
Google Hangouts.
Or
Okay.
yeah, I think
Zoom,
it was Google
something
Hangouts. Zoom? No, it was
I don't know.
WebEx.
You had video though. You
I
had to
don't know
see
if it was
each other.
WebEx. I don't know. I was just mentioning everything. Yeah, and we pretty much got the rundown as to how good the Call of Duty League was doing, and I didn't need any help telling me how good it was doing, because I myself was very surprised at the engagement that we've had and the success that we've had when we moved over to YouTube. You know, that was such a sort of a talked about move, because obviously the live audience on Twitch is, you know, nothing to laugh about. It's massive, right? But we've had a lot of success on YouTube. The Call of Duty videos, and as they get produced, they go live, they get produced, and then the videos that they garner throughout the week, like, has been an increase in viewership that we've had.
Right.
Now I will say this: if you compare Twitch's VOD, right, to YouTube's live component, there's no comparison, right? Because Twitch has a good live component, YouTube has a good live component, but it's hard to find people.
Yep.
The discoverability on that platform sucks.
Like find the actual stream
Streamer,
that you're
yeah.
looking for.
Yeah, anything, any stream.
You have to go like 5 different categories.
Yeah, there's no
to find
directory.
live stream. Yeah.
Right, there's no directory. I'm talking to you, Fwiz, goddammit. Shit.
I thought sometimes aren't you able to make your stream, if you're streaming live, you can put it on the homepage of your channel? I thought when I used to stream on YouTube, you couldn't do that. Oh,
yeah, you can.
Okay.
But let's say I'm on YouTube and I don't get no like I'm sub to you, but I don't see you live anywhere. Like, there's no live category there.
Oh, okay.
Which is why I was surprised that YouTube Gaming, and it doesn't matter. Either way, we've seen a lot of growth, and we've seen the numbers, and they're there, right? The fan engagement has been through the roof. Obviously, the amount of stuff that we have, how we've grown, right, from being a sort of grassroots movement to where we are now is like completely different. The support, the infrastructure, the amount of people that are now working on this thing exclusively just blows my mind and makes me happy to be around to witness it. But so far so good. Everything that the CDL is doing has been good. There's a lot of tweaks and little polishes that need to be done here and there, but overall I think it's good.
Especially given the circumstances too. Who would imagine that this year in general was going to end up like this? But for the first year of CDL, like, coming in, it was already going to be difficult. But then throw a global pandemic into the mix.
I didn't expect it to be as successful as it was. Period.
Yeah.
How are you finding? Obviously, you coming from E6, owning your own esports, investing so much into esports, you and your family, witnessing now what we have as franchises. Do you get to see like the actual difference from that?
Are you talking about from like viewership standpoint?
Viewership is just the whole experience, right? Like how you treated as a player, how the teams are treated as teams, orgs, etc.
I don't know. I think it's I mean, I think it's the same. I don't know. Like, I mean, it's different being on the Huntsmen. That's a whole different experience in itself. But
Right.
I don't know. I feel like the events are basically the same. I mean, besides the coming out of like WWE.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Well, we were gonna come out to the Chicago Bulls theme song.
Did you watch The Last Dance? Ooh.
From Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, standing 6 feet, 210 pounds.
He might be 5'10".
Big ass Scumpy.
He just rips off the shirt.
Just rips off the shirt. Oh, it was nasty. Did you see? Did you watch? Did you watch it? The documentary Last Dance?
No.
Oh yeah, I watched it. Did you wait until the end like you normally do?
I did.
And you've watched it now?
I watched the whole thing.
Oh, nice.
Did you see me in it?
I did not. See
Well,
you. No.
You saw me.
I saw the pictures that you posted.
I
What do you mean?
was in it.
Really?
In the last episode, I'm in the crowd at the rally.
No chance.
100%.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, I gotta go back and watch it.
Carlos, who you know, my friend,
Yep.
he spotted. We were on camera for 2 seconds, and he spotted us.
Is this after they won the championship and they were
it's
in
the
Grant
the
Park
rally.
or whatever?
Yeah, Grant
Okay.
Park,
Yeah.
everybody celebrating. You used to live by there, by Grant Park. All right, so we went there, and he sends me a text, and I'm like, no chance, because I was on episode 7 when he sent me that, so I still had 7, 8, 9, 10 to go, and I'm like, man, that's crazy. It didn't even cross my mind to think that we were gonna be in it. But he's like, yeah, I was looking for my jersey the whole time.
Because he knew he was there.
Yeah, because we were there.
Yeah.
It was him, Mario, who works here, my boy Tim, and my other boy Jesus. But Jesus went with some girls. that he met there.
Okay, Jesus.
So now Jesus is not on the show, and those girls are nowhere to be found.
Poor
Damn.
Jesus.
Yeah, he could have had good memories. Anyway, all right. So they just announced and they released the very important bracket system and tournament structure for the World Champs. As of right now, it's still undecided on whether or not we're going to be able to do this as a live event. Best case scenario, yes. Worst case scenario, it'll be a live LAN event.
No spectators.
No spectators, except for me.
That's worst case scenario. Like for sure, they're gonna have it. You have to. You can't.
Yeah,
You can't do that.
I agree
online.
with that.
Look, they have to.
They have to.
They have to. Yeah, you can't do that online. I'm going to tell you how much is there. $4.2 million total, big timer.
I'm not putting that on Spectrum, bro. There's no chance.
No,
Absolutely
no
no
chance.
chance.
I'm not putting that on Grande Communications out of the hex quarters. Maybe I am. So 4.2 is the price pool. First place gets $2 million. Back in the day when it was 44, that's $500 a pop.
That's a lot of cash.
That's
That's worth a lot of
cash-ola.
Wait, 5 people, 2 million, 400?
Yeah, you
After
won that.
tax
Oh, no, you guys won 400
as a team.
as a team.
We thought that was big money.
Yeah, look at this money.
10 years later,
It's crazy, right? Because there's going to be 12 teams competing, double elimination. So every single one of the teams is going. Wasn't there a rumor that there was only going to be 4 people going?
That was 6. It was 6 initially.
Yeah, but it wasn't the full 12.
It wasn't, no.
What do you
Teams
think
you're
about
talking
this?
I mean, I like it. I think it's double elimination, which is I've always been a fan of.
Yeah.
I always think like the best tournaments, like there's some tournaments in the history of COD that's have really good losers bracket runs. So how it's formatted is, top 2 gets the winners semis, right? The seeds. But then if you're lower, like you're starting at losers around, I don't know where you're starting, but like you have to win so many to get back up, and maybe someone might make an upset and get a good placing.
My question to you, right, to competitors and you from the past, is it beneficial to play nonstop leading into it? Right, because doesn't fatigue get taken into account? If you look at our old Atlanta run where we lost to United in the last, like we played all day Sunday from like 10 a.m. all the way to 10 p.m. and we lost in the second best of 5.
Yeah,
we almost completed the best comeback in the history of Call of Duty, and I'm only saying that because it was my team. If it was someone on the team, it was it was a good comeback. Does it take into the?
No, it does. No, there definitely is a steam factor, but like when you're in the middle of the bracket, it might hit you when you're like in finals. Like that's just gonna happen. But when you're coming up, definitely that's just better momentum.
Yeah.
And then that's how Rise did it at Seattle.
especially if you're
last year.
playing well too. You just get
yeah.
in the zone. All these players, you got to think like they grind all the time. It's
Yeah.
not out of the ordinary for people to play for 15 hours in a row without, and especially if you have the Mountain Dew game fuel.
Yeah, you stay powered up, baby.
Next to you, you stay powered up the whole day.
You level up your game.
I mean, COD is just a momentum-based game. Just like you said, if you're playing good on that day, you're playing good on that day. Like,
I always fight both sides of it. I'm really good at that, right? I can see the benefits of not leading the charge, right? Like every single tournament up until this, like we were the openers and the closers of Friday. That was so unfair to us from the beginning. Like, yeah, I understand that the fandom that we bring like helps the numbers, but it's.
Are you saying because they can't warm up, or for what reason?
No, think about it. You play your first match and then you're sitting around
Yeah.
for like 5, 6, 7 hours, dude.
Yeah. And you
What
have to go
happened-
up against a team who just got done playing a match. And
yeah.
they're-
I mean,
what happened to us in London?
yeah, that and another thing about champs, because 100 Thieves, I mean, they lost to FaZe, the first winners, and then they literally came up. I mean, they didn't win the second best of 5 versus EU, but they literally were going off.
Yeah. And that's attributed, you're saying, to having had like the warm up experience of just completely playing.
No, that's the thing.
Because scrims in the back room doesn't right?
No.
It doesn't compare to it. It can't.
No.
It can't.
Because people are just not putting their full.
Yeah.
Even though they should, but
the adrenaline that's running through you, I agree. But at the same time, I think that sitting around watching what they're doing, their idiosyncrasies, right? That helps. So I don't know. From a warm up standpoint, I understand. I'm too cold. My hands are too cold. I haven't practiced enough. I also see that too, because the practice you get on main stage with the adrenaline it can't be even comparable to what you do in the back. So I've seen people just kicking up their feet and playing. So I don't know. It's one of those things where I just don't understand. But $4.2 million. Now, I don't know. Do you know the amount of money that a single player would make if they won every single tournament this year?
Don't ask me that one.
Yeah.
I'm the type of person that says, who are we scrimming right now? Like, I don't even ask the night before. Like,
you just want to play.
I just want to play.
No, I hear you, dude.
I don't know.
But that's a lot of cheese. Like, imagine the pressure that you have, right? Imagine the pressure that you have as a player.
It's a little different in that, like coming from time period where you had to win tournaments to make cash. Players are getting paid now. Like,
I don't think. I mean, champs is definitely its own prestigious, and I think it's there's pressure. But like, to be honest, I know a lot of like competitors, they're more on edge playing online than they would be at champs.
Right.
That's just a fact.
Yep.
Like for me, like if I had to play $100,000 to $200,000 tournament rather than champs for $1 million, I'd be way more stressed out playing online than it would at the LAN.
Especially if you didn't have like a salary to back you up, because back in the day it was like you didn't win the big tournament, you didn't eat that year. Like just you didn't have that backstop.
There is a tier down of like first place gets 2 million, and then all I know from there on out, I don't know the figures of each specific placing, but I know that 11th and 12th don't get shit.
Yeah,
they get
nothing.
$0.
I mean,
sucks to suck.
We're not giving participation trophies, bro. Don't get 12th.
I'm with it. Yeah, don't get 12th. And you have to understand that, like, obviously going into this league, the one thing that was certain, the one thing that you can rely on was the fact that anybody who is in the top 1% of the top 1% in Call of Duty was going to be a part of this league. So there's never going to be anything given to you. There's not these super teams that are being created. Like every team has the talent to be able to turn up and show up one of these weekends, right? So to be 11th and 12th, like that's not that you're still 11th and 12th out of millions
you're
of people
still
that play
incredible.
This game. Yeah,
like,
you're still incredible. So that's nothing to talk to. Does it suck that you're not gonna get any money? Yeah. Does it suck that you placed the lowest out of that? Yeah. But you're still, from a talent perspective, in a global perspective, you're still in the top one of the top one of the top 1%.
Right, but when you're in it though, and you're in that zone, you don't even think about that you're the best in the world. Like you just know the way the game's supposed to be played, and you just do it. So that other stuff doesn't even enter your mind. So if somebody comes in 11th or 12th, those guys are gonna be pissed. They're not gonna be thinking like, "Oh, I'm still better than my friends from high school." They don't care.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wouldn't know because I never really competed at that. I did win the River City's finest 3v3 hardcore tournament in Call of Duty 4.
There you go.
Neither here nor there. Let's talk to another champion. Let's kick it over to Seth to see what he has to say.
Going really well. We needed like a fast submachine gun to help us because this game is a 4 submachine gun meta. So right now Alec does a really good job of filling that gap. I mean, that's not his role, he's not a main AR at all. So we needed another sub. Prestini was on the market and we decided to get him from Florida. And thankfully it's working out really well. Our S&D I think is going to improve a lot. Our domination is probably going to improve. But most importantly, our pressure and hardpoint is going to improve. So I'm pretty excited about it. We play obviously in Seattle this weekend. We start off with Paris and then we play the winner of OGLA in Minnesota. So we'll see how things go. I mean, we haven't had that many days of practice, but I think that, in the long run, if not now, we're going to be a better team. So I'm really excited about it. So looking forward to champs. They just released the format and we had a general idea that this was what it was gonna be because ever since quarantine happened, I mean, it would be kind of unfair if everyone didn't get to go to champs at the end of the year just because it is online Call of Duty, anything can happen. Pings, latency, lag, there's a whole lot of things that can go wrong in a match outside of the fact that you're also competing. So right now, I mean, we're just looking forward to getting that top 2 spot. It is a 2-round bye. You're automatically in winner semis if you're a top 2 seed, which is pretty crazy. I mean, especially with the prize pool and breakdown. If you win one match in winners finals and winners semifinals and get to winners finals, you're already guaranteed winning last year's champs, 125 grand a person or something crazy like that. So right now, we're really just looking forward to getting that top 2 seed. Again, it's a huge advantage, so we're just looking forward to that. 11th and 12th don't get any money. It's a little harsh, but I mean, at the end of the day, if you go to champs and don't win a series, it's I I mean, do you really earn cash in the first place? I mean, again, it's harsh, and there's no way to spin it in a positive light. Like, if you get 11, 12, you get $0. But, I mean, yeah, I'm just really excited for champs. Hopefully we can show, you know, how we were at the beginning of the year and get some tournament wins under our belt, because again, that 1 and 2 seed is very important. So we're just looking forward to that, trying to secure one of those seeds and then move forward to champs.
Well, thanks for sending it back, Sethi. As you guys just heard there, the important part about this whole thing leading up to champs is getting
Top 2.
top 2, dude.
Guaranteed winner semis.
Guaranteed winner. That makes a world of difference. But then you take into account the fact that you haven't been playing.
Yeah, there's gonna be hot teams.
What would you rather do?
I mean, of course, I'd rather do winner semis, but you know, if you are the better team, even though someone's like having better momentum, like it's gonna be a close match. But if you are the better team, you should win, right?
Yeah, always.
So there you go.
I don't know, man. I'm because it was that four matches.
I mean, actually,
4 matches.
I mean, honestly, I don't know.
Win
If
2 mil?
Wait, to be honest, if you started at 12 and you're like frying, haven't lost a single map, and you just like your first matches against that second seed, you're like, yeah, goddamn, you know what I mean?
Like, whoa, they weren't the best.
It's a double-edged sword. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like 3 matches, right?
If you,
win,
if you
is
start
it
from
3 or
winners
4?
second,
winners semis,
winners finals,
winners
finals.
final. That's it.
Yeah.
3 matches. You might have to beat. Oh no, you don't even have to beat the finals team twice.
Yeah, if you win winners finals, then yeah.
So how many matches is that to win $2 million if you're in first and second?
1, 2, 3.
3 matches.
Yeah,
3
if you win all of
matches.
them. Yeah.
3 matches for $2 million.
Imagine that storyline. Imagine the storyline from somebody that comes from down below, man. I cannot wait, but I can also wait because I'm just getting nervous and my stomach is starting to hurt just thinking about the nervousness of what needs to happen in order for us to like.
That's soon too. August 2020. Seems like a quick.
We're in May, June, July, in 3 months.
Oh my God.
God. In 3 months, somebody in first and second gets to
2
play
mil.
3 matches to win $2 million. That to me is
How close are we looking at the moment in the standings? What is it's?
So in the standings, it's FaZe.
It's us, FaZe, and Dallas.
No,
top
it's,
3.
It's
and then-
FaZe.
Yeah.
Dallas. Us. Then Rocker. Am I right?
I think so. And then Paris.
And
is
then
fifth.
Paris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who's in 11 and 12 right now? Do you know?
I want to say Toronto and Seattle because New York.
Surge?
Yeah, I think Toronto and Seattle. I could be wrong, but or LA Gorillas is one of the two. It's one of those guys.
This is their homestand though. They're about to turn up. Man.
I hope so, man. I really want Karma to do well, and
Yeah.
Octane, obviously, and everybody else on the team too. But you know, those are the two that I've teamed with before, so I definitely want to wish them well because it's, to me, man, this league is tough, man.
I think it's Gorillas in Seattle.
Gorillas in Seattle.
Yeah, those are the two.
My God. So I don't know about I like the format. I do think that for the league's sake, if we would have done 6 or 4 at finals and everybody had to try their asses off during this season, everything would be taken a lot more serious. And
Yes.
that's it. I'm going to tell you why. Because, and this is the topic that we discussed last time that we were here. Some players, because we're playing online, aren't taking it as serious, man. They're showing up late for fucking practice. No offense to my team. They're just not taking it serious because they think that something's going to change, but it isn't.
Nope.
You know, you're literally wasting. If you're not trying every single day to do better at something just because you think it's going to change, like imagine where you're going to be and how stupid you're going to feel when it doesn't change and you're stuck doing the thing that you should have been practicing.
But like you said, if you also know that you're going to champs anyway, like regardless, then you know
We
I
still
think
want to
you're
get a
right.
better seating though.
Yeah.
Huh?
We still want to get a better seating.
You do.
That's what it is.
Man, that is such a difficult like position to be in. I couldn't do it personally as a person. I'm gonna be honest with you. So we recently just completed a transfer from Preston, from Mutineers to us. We reunited the twins. We're gonna go into a quick conversation that I had with Preston earlier today to discuss the change and go from there. All right, Preston Prestini Sanderson with an S. You're currently in Houston. Obviously, you just came on. There was a lot of moving parts to getting you over here. First, we didn't know from a salary cap perspective whether or not we're going to be able to make it work. You we didn't know what it was going to take from the Mutineers to let you go. It was a very last minute sort of ditch effort from everyone for you to make it onto the team. Now that you're here, how's it going?
Phenomenal, honestly. The sport's been absolutely, it's actually overwhelming, to be honest with you. It's nuts how hard the fan base goes for the players and support. So I'm glad to be here, and it's a journey, and it's one I never expected to be on, but I'm excited for the future.
Yeah. How was it not playing against your brother, or not playing with your brother and playing against him? I know that you've been asked this question a lot, but I'm asking you personally because I want to hear, because I've asked your brother behind closed doors what it's like. What has it been like for you?
It was definitely different. I mean, as amateurs growing up, I think I played competitive before him in Ghost, and I had a team, and that's like the only time I've ever experienced, and that was only like a month where I wasn't teaming with him. So definitely new. I think that it's a little bit tougher for us. It was like out of our comfort zone a little bit to be teaming with a bunch of players that we're new to, and like we don't have our brother there to help cope,
Yeah.
So it was definitely different, but I'm glad we're reunited because teaming with your brother is something you can't replace someone like your twin brother, especially. So
No.
I'm glad we're back, and I think
So am I. When Scraps and Wuskins sort of separated as well, I got a little bit annoyed about that. Not that it mattered to me in any circumstance, right? Because they didn't play for me. They were just like this external factor that we compete against. It was nothing that but it still bothered me a little. I don't know why. When you two decided to go your separate ways, it bothered me a little bit because I didn't know. I knew that this was going to happen. I knew not necessarily that this was going to work out the way that it did, but I knew that sometime in the future, whether it was this season, next season, or the season after that, you guys would reunite the same way that the Scraps Wuskin brotherhood got back together. So it wasn't any of that. When you guys said we don't want to be known as the twins, I'm Alec and this is Preston, I was like, boo, cringe. Yeah,
that was all him. It had nothing to do with that one. So it was just,
yeah.
Don't drag me into that one.
Yeah. So obviously, practice has been very public. We've done it on stream. From your perspective, from what you've seen, because I got in there and I was watching a little bit. I asked the chat how's it going. They're my scouts. Every single person in the chat, wherever it is, whether it's on Formal's chat, your brother's chat, your chat, Seth's chat, I'm always like, how's it going? And then I get my scouting report from the green wall. I get my scouting report from the people watching. So for me, it's like, okay, what do they see? I want to know what you have seen so far. Are you the answer that we need to be able to get back to the podium? Are you what we have needed this whole time? Seth tells me that we do, right? Seth tells me that we need an aggressive sub. Are you the man for the job, Preston?
I think, yeah, for sure. I think, our scrims that we've streamed online or for everyone to watch haven't gone the way we wanted them to so far, but obviously it's just 2 days in. We'll get there for sure. But I think we have scrimmed S&D and a scrim offline as well, and those ones went extremely well. We played New York and FaZe offline. And those went extremely well. So I think more so the fact that we're streaming kind of distracts us, and also the fact that it takes a little bit of internet. I'm not blaming the internet, but like we get distracted, and on top of that, we kind of just start to lose full if we lose gunfights, and then like from there we just start playing like jackasses. But when we stream offline, no one bitches, no one. We played really well. So our S&D is looking extremely good. That was like one positive from yesterday. It was incredible. Me, Seth, and Dylan just making plays on the map was really nice to have. And then our hard point, like I said, like if we're focused up and we're not bitching, when it comes to tournament time, I feel like our hard point was really good. So I feel like when it comes to tournament time, we'll for sure be like one of the top teams once again in terms of
tournament form. Yeah,
for sure. So for what everyone else has seen, it hasn't been too impressive, but like from what I've seen myself and what the potential I've already kind of scouted out with the team, it's definitely there for sure.
Very cool. How do you think it's going to be? You obviously, for your entire career, you've gone against the biggest fan base in Call of Duty, and you felt it in the stands. You felt it in certain situations. How do you think it's going to be now that they're behind you?
I think it's going to be a really good boost. I mean, in World War II champs, I believe. Yeah, for sure, it was that event. We had the crowd behind us because the team, you guys' team, obviously got knocked out early. So we ended up having all the support because, you know, Clay has a huge fan base and whatnot. So every time we made a big play, and like it would just like the crowd would go nuts, and it would give us this confidence booster that was like insane to us. Me, Alec, we literally dragged our team through the first 2 rounds with ease, 3-0, 3-0. Like me and Alec were going off. Like we've never experienced that kind of support before. So like I know for a fact you guys are like the fan base is going to give us that again. So me and Alec, like when we get support like that, we're gonna turn up. So it's going to be really nice to have on our side for once.
That's awesome. That's awesome to hear. One last question, and then I'll let you go because I know you guys have practice in a little bit. Going into this into this tournament, the Seattle homestand, what can we expect out of the team? Obviously, Face is not there, Empire is not there.
I mean, honestly, I expect a dub, if I'm being real. I think that's realistic for sure at this point. I mean, I know, like I said, what everyone's seen so far isn't impressive, but like, I'm gonna be real. We're just like, I can tell this team's not a scrim team, you know?
Yeah.
We try to fix, like, iron out some little kinks at times, like not at times after every map, but like during the map, we don't play up to our full potential, especially when it's just scrimmage and nothing's on the line. It's just practice. We take it seriously, but at the same time, it's not that we don't take it seriously. It's just like the fact that we're not like fully there. You know what I'm saying? We're kind of distracted by streams and other stuff. When it comes tournament time, something's on the line. No streams, like no chat to look at. You know, we're focused up 100%. So I think when it comes tournament time, I think we'll cop a dub this weekend. I think it's for sure realistic, and I'm expecting nothing less than a finals.
Very cool. Well, thanks for stopping by, man. Good luck in this tournament, obviously. I hope you win. Right, Big Timer? We hope he wins. Big Timer and I hope that you win.
Oh, let's actually go right there. Well, man, I've been a fan of him since fucking day one, man. That's the OG. That's the OG right there.
That is the OG right there. You hear that, Big T? Anyway, let's thanks a lot, man. Have fun.
Appreciate you, man. Peace.
Bye. Be good. All right, so you saw there the interview. I mean, obviously, like he's obviously super happy to be back with his brother. It's very clear that, you know, twins have a special sort of bond. If you look at Wuskins, as I mentioned in the conversation, Wuskins and Scrap separated. That to me was like, I was like, oh man, that sucks, right? Imagine Roy and Lunchbox not playing together. Imagine did the Ogres play together?
I think they did split up though.
Who?
I think they did. Ogre 1 and Ogre 2. That's the first thing that came to my mind was those two.
Right?
Yeah, I think they played on different teams for a little bit.
Right, yeah, because one was on Final Boss and the other one wasn't. Ogre 2, Tom Ryan.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Mutineers who hired my mans.
Yep.
I don't know. Anyway, so I thought personally when I saw the news that they were going to split up for the season. I'm talking about the
BO4, yeah, off season.
Yeah, we're talking about the Preston and Alec.
Yeah.
I was like, why? You know what I mean? Like, if you guys are a package deal, you're a package deal. Why complicate things, right? So I knew something like this was going to happen. I didn't know it was going to happen this soon, but I knew at some point or another, down the line, a year later, 2 years later, they were going to reunite, and there was going to be the storyline that they did. But whatever. If it makes them comfortable to play with each other, and because they play, it's the same thing as, I mean, name any teammates that Scotty and Jordan. Not calling either of them that, but it's the same sort of thing. When you have a teammate that you played with for such a long time, you and Rambo, right?
Sure. Yeah.
You guys play together so much that you have this. Do you have a duo? Did you have a duo?
I
had a duo.
I don't know.
I had like 3 duos. Now that I think about it.
Sketchy ass.
Who was your duos?
3 duos.
We're not gonna talk about it. Anyway, but yeah, did you?
I would say for like certain periods of time.
Yeah.
Like in terms of like performing.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's comfort levels. I think it's chemistry more than anything. And when you're able to be on the same page as half of your team just by you two being on the same page, like you're already off to a good start.
Yeah.
You're already off to a good platform to sort of build on that chemistry. So I don't know. We did ask Alec the same questions, sort of. We did sit down with him to hear his opinions on him being back, because they did say it, right? He said it. Was like, well, I don't want to be known as the twins. I don't, I'm Alec. He's Preston. I'm Arcides. He's Pristini. That's it. We're not the twins. Blah blah blah. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, that sucks. You are the twins. What are you talking about? Like, don't run from it, baby. Be enjoy.
That's something to be proud of.
Yeah, like rap. I mean, well, they didn't have anything to do with it.
Right.
They just were born twins.
They just were in there together, man.
Yeah. They were fucking fighting each other. Yo. Yeah. I don't know. Let's head it over to Alec and find out what his thoughts are.
Hey boys, MTV Cribs here with the Huntsmen. We've improved a little. Still messy. Unboxing a lot of things. Ignore that. That's where the business is made. Full of clothes, messy clothes. Bathroom. Still the same old. Game fuel going on in the trash can. My perfect setup. I don't like 2 monitors. I don't like 3 monitors. Sorry, I only use 2 because the third one was distracts when I'm playing. But no, the good old Call of Duty setup. Watching streams, Donnie. Shout out to New York. Hopefully we're playing this weekend. No controller, extra chair. I got all the photos. My mom did this. She's a sweetheart. My mom's a sweetheart. See if my light turns on. It's not turning on. Ignore that. That was embarrassing. I was just too embarrassing right now. And yeah, just improved a lot. Made it a little better. Got a nice big old carpet my mom got me. Don't know why it's that big. Oh, you guys can't come in here. This is where the business is made. That's pretty much it. Nothing else new. Scrim's been a little stressful. It's kind of like we switched from Pierce to Jordan to Preston. It's just three different roles. All 3 of those guys play. They're all very talented individuals, but with Preston, we're learning that he's a very, very, very fast, aggressive player, and like it's something we're working on as a team. It's like trying to hold cuts and hills better, or like game modes we're trying to play better. We've been playing a lot more search and destroy with Preston, and it's been looking very well. So hopefully that looks good when time comes. I think we want to see a finals again. I think that's the lowest we want, and even though it's 1 week of practice, it's just the potential on this team is through the roof. I've been saying with Gunless too, even with Jordan, the potential's there. Like we just need to find the little pieces and put them all together and put the puzzle together. I believe Preston is the piece. I think it was like the perfect timing, and just like you can't make it up because we're twins. Like it wasn't like planned. Like I wasn't planning to play with Preston this year. It's just like we needed someone. He was free, and he's the role we need to. So I think we'll be good. Just need to get those kinks out.
All right, so huge shout out to Alec for being as open as he was, obviously with his conversation with his brother, and I'm happy for them. But now it's time to show me, as I tap on this table, that this is what we need. Okay, there's a lot of pressure on this team, not just from the sheer standpoint of the fandoms, right? The fans, the people that have been supporting and following Scump for as long as they have, us for as long as they have.
They want to see results.
We all want to see results, right?
Yeah.
They want, and we're not saying the players don't want to see results, and we understand to a certain level that at some point or another, someone's better than the other person. That's it. Right? It's nothing. It'd be foolish for us to think so. Why aren't they performing?
Right.
If they could perform, they would have performed. Right? But it's understandable. But nonetheless, there's a lot of pressure being applied to them, especially by me. I obviously need them, want them, would love for them to perform the way that they can, so we can see some championships. We can see some new, hardware added to the great history that we've created in the past.
Are there trophies for online events?
So those, no.
How would you add the hardware? Would you make it custom?
I would make it custom, but I would put an asterisk next to it, as it should, right? Because LAN is the only thing
make an asterisk trophy.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's actually not a bad idea.
It is.
Put the city. Anyway, nonetheless, throughout this whole process, the pressure that we're adding on these people is because there's a lot riding on this thing, not only from an entertainment perspective, but from a competition perspective. This is the year 1 of the league, and everything that has been thrown our way from everything that we've been experiencing. Like every owner in every owner meeting that we talk to is like, we would have loved to have thrown the homestand event, because there's a very important pillar, probably the most important pillar of this, that's missing. That's the component that's missing right now, right? We have Activision as one of the main pillars.
Yeah.
We have the organizations, one of the main pillars. We have the players, and more importantly, we have the fans. The fans don't get to experience. Yeah, they'll engage online and they'll enjoy it, but it's not the same as when you can enjoy a beer and a hot dog, watching your favorite team
With relish.
With relish, sure. Watching your best team.
And extra mustard.
Extra mustard, as he says, sports peppers, pepperoni, I mean, whatever else, okay? Having that camaraderie in person, cheering for your favorite team as they win that last map.
Seeing your
S&D.
team, getting to meet them. Whenever we went to Chicago and met all the fans, like that was
nice.
It was
right?
incredible. Yeah, it's a really different experience. We do this all the time, and we've been doing it for years. And you talk to people online and see all the tweets or whatever. But when you actually see that amount of people in person, and you get to talk to them, and they tell you, you know, what you mean to them, and you know, all those different.
I always, in the past, I always used to ask Hitch, I'm like, yo, how does it feel? He'd be like, how does what feel? I'd be like, how does it feel to be like recognized in public? You know, as the guy that creates vision, right? I asked Matty, you get recognized a lot. People ask to take pictures with him. My man's just out there taking pictures. I'm like, Matt, take my picture. God damn, he came here to work over here acting famous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's what we do is what we've done. And that thing is missing. But again, we're unlike traditional sports, we were able to continue with the league. I actually caught up with another owner, my main man, Gary Vaynerchuk.
The legend.
I FaceTimed him. I'm like, yo, pick up. We're going to talk Call of Duty a little bit.
Didn't even set an appointment.
No, what? It's me, dude. It's me. I had to call Ty and shit. Anyway, let's cut through that interview. My man Gary, thank you so much for picking up. Look, everybody's like, yo, can you just call Gary out of the blue? And I said, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Sometimes. Anyway, I wanted to catch up with you because from an ownership perspective, I wanted to see, one, how you're enjoying the league so far. Your team has had a phenomenal performance lately, right? Like it's been very, it's like you guys are on the edge of actually just like kicking it over and like truly being at the top. You're top 4 right now, bro. That's insane.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Look, so on that part, like, I'm loving it, and very honestly, not to like over man crush. You've been a reason why I'm loving it, because I love you, and it's been so fun with the banter, and we really thought we had a shot of having an 18, but you didn't know. Nobody knew. It's so hard to know. Esports has the advantage of actually not needing to be physical. However, our model is to be together in one place. So COVID's thrown a little bit of a wrench, but I love, adversity, and I love this community. I do this show in the morning called Tea with Gary V, where people call and ask questions.
I watched.
This kid today from Boston was on, and I'm like, looking, I'm like, yo, what kind of hat do you have? And he's like, a rocker hat. And I was like fired up.
Yeah.
So like, those kind of moments just feel surreal. I'm loving it. The kids are amazing. I'm loving the whole thing.
All right, your prediction this weekend. What are we looking at? You guys, who they playing? LA Gorillas?
Yeah, we got the Gorillas.
Yeah, you guys got the Gorillas. What are you thinking?
What I'm thinking is if we lose to the Gorillas, I'm going to kill somebody.
Yeah? Just as long as it's not midnight, have at it.
Midnight's the best. She's the reason we're so good. Look, that's no diss on the Gorillas, but like we feel like we have a stronger squad, and we'd be really disappointed to not win.
I have you guys winning 3-1. I can't give Damon Karma, my ex-teammate, a 0, but so I'm gonna do it a 3-1. But I have you guys coming along. Anyway, hey, look, I love the beard, I love the hair. It's growing in nicely. Hope to see you in person one day soon when this thing all changes.
I love you so much, and congrats on the season. You guys are incredible. I hope not too incredible as down the stretch, but we knew what you were going to do, and you've done it. And so big shout out to everybody watching. Hope your family's well. We'll talk soon.
Thanks, brother. Be good.
Bye-bye.
See ya. It's always a pleasure to talk to my man. I mean, the way he talks, the passion that he displays on anything that he does. I mean, he's always been a huge sport nut, but now that esports and he owns this team, like he really, really, really is like all rockered out. Obviously, as you saw there, he predicted that the Rocker were gonna win, right? So let's see if our predictions match up to his.
You should 1v1 him.
I should 1v1 him.
Quick scope and Rust.
No, that'd be unfair. I play too much. We should 1v1 in a free throw contest or a 3-point contest. He plays a lot of basketball.
Yeah.
Right. If we're playing a game of let's see who can run faster or longer, he's
got
him. Me. Okay, he's got me. But if it's just shooting a game of 2-ball, like I got him. That stroke never never goes away. All right, let's go into predictions. First game happens to be the Huntsmen, us, versus Paris, them. Who do you got, Alan? Fine. Who do you got, John?
Huntsman 3-1.
3-1?
Yep.
Let me mark that. Oh, shit. 3-1 says Jordan. Big T, what do you have?
Well, I was gonna. What do you think? Paris takes the S&D.
I think they take the Dom.
Domination?
The Dom?
Yeah, they're super killer.
Paris is super a Dom.
Depending on how vetoes go.
Okay, right. I mean, I hate to agree, but that sounds like a logical conclusion to the match.
No?
Say 3-1 Huntsman.
Okay, I say 3-2. I say 3-2. I think
It's gonna be a
their Dom game is good.
Yeah.
I think they may be able to pull off. It's the first game. You know, we have traditionally, and I don't know what it is about us, but ever since the beginning,
Don't be pointing over here. What?
ever since the beginning, we always start off slow. Yeah, we don't win on Friday.
You're not a Friday player?
I don't remember. This was like a decade ago, dude. It's so long.
Bring up the anyway. Traditionally, we're not.
Yeah.
Right, we're not so I'm gonna
Gotta
say,
get the blood flowing a little bit.
yeah, I'm gonna say
Planning.
3-2 just to make it conservative, but I give it to the Huntsmen. The other reason that I'm giving this a 3-2 is because they've had no real time to practice, right? They have no
Right.
Think about it, right? It's just like a week's worth of practice.
I was gonna say, Preston, has it been about a week that they've had to play
but
together?
I mean, even then, like today, I don't think they practice because of.
No, they're practicing today.
Are they? There's so much I care. I'm kidding. I care a lot. Okay, so I say 3-2 also because of that. Not only because I think that we're slow starters on Friday, not only because we have a new person stepping up, and not only because they're good at Dom. I think 3-2 is a very accurate description. I would put money on it if I was allowed to. Okay, then we have LA Gorillas versus the London Royal Ravens.
London's taking them out. I'm actually not sure. I mean, if it was a land event, I'd probably say
that's
that.
the Titan
But
series.
What do you mean Titan series?
I don't know who's gonna win that one, but
Why?
if I had
That's
to
the
pick,
closest one?
I gotta go with the Blast.
Where Blastful? My man's is nasty.
I gotta go with him.
He's always been. You teamed with him at one point.
Yeah, I teamed with him World War II. The guy's gonna kill everybody in 2 bullets.
Yeah. Wait. Why? He's got that router.
He's that guy. He's that guy online. I mean,
He's got that router.
wait, so LA Online, they're a different team than.
I mean, you can't really judge, but
Right.
I would definitely say, like, coming into this, like, I would have them as the favorites on this match. Yes.
Wow.
Really?
Yes.
Against the Waskin twins.
Well, that's.
Well,
I mean,
they're scraps.
like I
twins.
said,
I
man.
don't even know what to say.
Like, you don't know what to expect from Gorillas, and like they can just win any gunfight.
They can turn up. Yeah.
Just because.
Where
That's that kind of team.
where are the Ravens based out of? Do you know? Are they in Vegas?
I don't know.
Because
I
they
don't know.
were here, weren't they? Weren't they in Frisco?
I don't know.
I think the Waskin twins were. Yeah.
Yeah,
what
I think
was-
that
What's
series
their
going
last
3-2.
name? I don't even know their name. The English twins. Okay. Goddamn.
That series going 3-2.
You think 3-2?
Yeah, in favor of Gorillas.
Ooh, Jordan with the 3-2. I am going to go with the London Royal. Wait, you say 3-2
In favor of Gorillas.
in favor of Gorillas. I'm
Yeah.
going to go against you, and I'm going to do the same score, but in favor of London,
Yeah.
mate.
That's a Titan series. I'm telling you.
I'm gonna go 3-1 London. I've been on the Weskins bandwagon since like the very first event when I saw him sniping in S&D. So I'm gonna stick with.
He's gross.
Yeah, I'm gonna
He's
stick with
gross.
it.
Ah, man, I don't know.
It's gonna be a close
I obviously
one.
want to agree with you because you know better, but I'm just gonna gamble out here. Okay. All right. After that, we have OGLA versus MIN Rocker, the Minnesota Rocker. Gary V obviously gave us his predictions. What do you think, Alan? Great. What do you think?
I think that's another close one, but honest, I'm gonna go with the wild card. I'll go Ugla 3-1.
Okay, Ogla 3-1. Okay. You?
You didn't want to say?
Oh no, I'm going with the Minnesota Rocker. I agree with Gary V.
You think they're gonna win the whole thing?
No, this match.
Oh, just this match.
Yeah, this match. I think we're gonna win the whole thing.
Of course.
To be clear.
Right.
Ergo.
No, I mean if this was prior to the
Last
Florida,
week?
oh, yeah, I would
But
agree
they
with
didn't.
you.
Who did they beat at the Florida series to get second?
OG?
Yeah, who do they beat? Who do they beat?
I don't know. I mean, I think they beat Toronto. I mean, Toronto was actually.
Let's say FaZe, us, Empire was there. What would they?
It would have been way harder for them to get second. 100%.
Yeah, that's fine.
So you thinking fluke?
Yeah.
No, I mean it's not a fluke. It's just for the teams that were there. It's
No. Obviously, look, when you have Slasher, when you have Kenny, you obviously have like some firepower there.
It's a solid squad, but Minnesota, ever since the first or second event, has really surprised me. So I'm gonna go with Rocker. I'll say that'd be a close match, though. I'll say Rocker 3-2.
I'm with it. I'm gonna say 3-1. Rocker. Midnight has been going in there and telling them strats on S&D and shit.
She's killing it up there in Minnesota.
Oh man, I'm so proud of her. I am uber proud of her. So not only because of that, but also because I'm friends with Gary and Midnight. Okay, so that's that. What comes after that? The New York Subliners, the Italian Stallion.
The marquee matchup, according to our papers here.
According to what our paper says here, versus the Seattle Surge.
That's a 3-0.
3-0
for New York.
New York 3-0. You're not
going
gonna
against the home team.
I guess you're
Karma?
gonna disrespect Karma like
Damon
that.
Barlow.
You're gonna Damon Barlow.
Listen, it's
Come
just
on,
the same thing like you
3
guys
rings?
said. Listen, they just made a roster change with Ian. I mean, from when I was watching their scrims, they're not on the same page.
Who do they replace?
They replaced Pander with Enable.
Enable's back on the roster.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I just don't think they're going to be that prepared, and that's not even a shot. I'm just saying how it is. And I think New York has been preparing. I think Mac Meltz has been playing out of his mind.
Yeah.
Mac Meltz.
Yeah.
He does melt.
He does melt.
He
is that
melts.
guy. He's Blastful's cousin.
He fries, melts, cooks, you name it.
Name's Mac.
I just think they're a better hardpoint team, better Dom team, better search team.
You got Octane on that team, though.
I know.
Probably one of the best that has
it's
ever
a team
done
game,
it.
though, at the end of the day.
At the end of the day,
It's a
you're
team
right.
game.
So I don't know.
I think New York is way more prepared.
I'm going to go with you. Donnie Temp has been incredible lately. Just insane. So I'm going to I'm going to do 3-1 just because I can't disrespect my man Damon with, I just can't. I can't give him an onion.
I just want to disagree with y'all, so I'm going to say
That's fine.
Seattle wins. Homestand. The
3-2?
Seattle fans are not going to leave disappointed. Well, technically, they're not.
They're going to stay.
They're not going to
Not
look at it.
leave. They're not going to not leave.
Right.
I know what you're saying.
Disappointed.
Yeah.
So I think Seattle will
Score.
score the
What's the score?
ball. 3-1.
3-1. Wow, this guy. Not even. I say. Look, I said 3-1 the other way, but I would have said 3-2 if I was you, because at least you weren't off by that much. Wow,
It's a bold call.
Yeah, at least you didn't say 3-0. That would have been just gosh darn ludicrous. In any case. Well, I mean, I guess that says a lot, right? I'm looking forward to this homestand. Obviously, any weekend where there's Call of Duty on the telly, I am going to be a happy person. I was gonna say camper, but I've never camped.
Yeah.
I'm just an aggressive.
Same.
I'm an aggressive.
You're a
sub.
glamper.
You know what I mean? I'm an aggressive sniper. Glamper, yes. I do tend to like the finer things, even when camping. But I do believe that this is going to set the tone, especially because of how important it is now. Everybody now has had the ability to see what the format for champs is going to be. Everybody now has it in them to say, I need to get to first. I need to get to second.
They
at
know
the
how
very
important it
least.
is now, yeah.
Right? So when it was really like, I'm not trying because I don't care. It's online. It doesn't count. Championships don't count. How much do they count now? How much do
Gotta
they
get
count
that better
now?
seating.
I'll give you
$4.2
$2 million
million.
reasons.
Yeah.
I'll give you 2 million reasons as how important these are.
Wow.
And I don't want to hear anybody else talking shit about it. It's like, well, it's not land. It doesn't count. $2 million says it does count. $2 million says that this will change somebody's life.
You either want to play 7 or 8 times to win $2 million, or want to play 3 times to win $2 million.
To be the best, you got to beat the best. Any closing comments while we send it up? Because I see that the timer, we're about to start. The Huntsmen are about to start. Closing comments? Alan, anything to say? You literally just sit there all the time, not saying anything.
He looked good, though. Look at him.
He does look good. My man. He's been wearing that sweater the whole time, though. Does he change, Matt? Does he not have gear? How do you even put that head through that neck hole? You know what I mean? Like, Jesus Christ. I'm not making fun of you. Stop. I'm not making fun of you. Just trying to make,
You look good, Alan. You look good.
I was trying to make contact. That's the movie shows. Yeah, I made an alien joke. Any closing comments, Big T?
No, it was great to come back and do the show. Hopefully it'll be a good event, no hiccups, and go Go Huntsmen. Tell them who sent you when you get over there into the chat.
Go right now. It's starting literally in 10 minutes or less. Actually,
Probably
I don't
less.
even know what time it is, to be honest. 5 minutes?
It's close.
It's starting in 5 minutes. All right. First line of the script's down below. Click it. Go there. Don't ask them what time we're playing because you goddamn know right now.